I got to remember that business structure idea.
All right, and the last one I have, the most important one, is
marketing. Yep.
You can't, if you think people are gonna come to you, because you're gonna sit in your house and say, yeah, I just started my business, my LLC, and you think people are gonna come to you to buy, you are deceiving yourself, brother. You, as the business person, must learn how to market. Right? You must learn. If you buy an existing business, or you start as a startup, or you just, is one of your hobbies that you turn into a business, you have to learn how to market. If you have to go back to school, take a class, or go to YouTube. YouTube is free. Learn how to market your products and services, and know about your target audience. Know who you want to target. All right. My target was college and high school kids, and that changed to professionals. So sometimes the business you create might not target the audience that you had your mind to. It might be somebody else. Okay? It might be somebody else. Like, for example, if Wally said, you know what, I'm gonna start a theater business. I'm gonna start having shows every Friday for African Americans. And he put it in an African American city. And it's not even African Americans showing up. It's mostly white folks. Are you gonna say, wait a minute? No, you're not gonna say that. You're gonna say, come on in. Right, come on in. But marketing is very important for a business. Is what brings you the money. If you don't market, you're not gonna make any money. No one's gonna come find you. I mean, people will search for a type of business, services, and products, but still, you still have to do the work. You still have to do the groundwork. Right.
So, taking it from here, going back to, once again, research, right? And understanding the problem of marketing. So, just to your point, right? You got to know who you got to market to, right? So, let's say, like you said before, I'm doing a theater industry, right? Well, what is my show about? Like, what is my show really towards? Like, is it showing more kids oriented? Is it showing more teenagers? Is it showing more adults? Or is it a mixture of all of them combined, right? What is the setting? Is it more family reoriented? Is it more touchy to family, everyday life? Is it a little bit abstract in a way? It's like it's beyond the abnormal. What are we really connecting to? Are we really connecting in our shows to anything in reality, or is it just some broad spectrum of entertainment that we're just showing off?
See over.
Yeah. Oh, see over here. What's going on, bro? But yeah. So just understanding that, right? So, like, for instance, how I'll put this. I know a bunch of TV shows out there that we look at almost every day, but give or take. I don't know what y'all really ultimately watch, but let's say hypothetically we watch all the same ones, right? And most of the ones that we watch are a little bit more family-oriented TV, right? So more likely than anything, right, we're going to be more keen to making more family-oriented TV, right? Because let's say we're in the TV industry, right? What is a solid TV show that we can enter in right now that is catching a lot of airwaves, right? And morally to a topic, the market say, if you do more family-oriented television, this is the biggest peak of viewers that we can get right now if we do this. Mm-hmm. That's the one you go to.
Just think of the NFL. Like, they know the Super Bowl is watched around the world, and people who own brands, who own companies, are like, this is the best time to market our products. This is the best time to market our message. This is the best time to say, oh, vote Democrat or vote Republican. And you know how much they pay just for a slot? Or what, 15, 30 second slot? They pay almost $1 million.
Yeah.
$1 million.
For 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Now, here's another thing. There's some companies that don't even need to market. They don't even need to get in the Super Bowl because they're everywhere. Like McDonald's, those arch those,
right, their signature. Then that's not part of marketing.
Some kids don't even know how to pronounce McDonald's, but they see that. Like my coworker told me, he was driving one day and his sons were in the back. They couldn't talk. One was like 2 and one was like 3, and they drove past the McDonald's like. He said, nope. They drove past another one. You know, so they don't know how to pronounce it,
but they know what it looks.
They know what it looks like.
Right.
So marketing for a business is key. Like, for example, I seen this article with Nelly, right? He cracked me up. He talked about, remember when Nelly first came out, he had the Air Force Ones and stuff like that. So there was an article that says that he was saying that, after he made the song, Air Forces or Nike, they didn't cut him a check. They didn't give him any money. They didn't give him nothing. He was kind of surprised that they didn't reach out. And in my mind, I'm like, why should they reach out? Did you have an agreement with them? The sales are for them. You are doing marketing for them for free. For free. And I didn't.
You look it up, they cut you that check.
They ain't cutting no check. I'm not
well, you a check. Wait, was he saying like they didn't cut him a check even if he did it, or what exactly?
They didn't ask him to. He did it on his own. He made a song for the shoes. Like
right. And he didn't get nothing from it, right?
Huh?
He didn't get nothing from it, right? Or he did?
Why?
Okay. Just making sure we're
nothing on paper. Any time a company can get free marketing like that, and you're doing it for free without any type of agreement that they're gonna cut you a check. Like there are a few basketball players that are making money until they're gonna make a check for a lifetime because that's what they signed, marketing. You know, so that was his complaint. So
he gave free word of mouth though, so that's what happens.
And he's complaining now, but you can't complain now. It's kind of too late.
Right.
You know, before you made the song.
Pusha T and McDonald's. Pusha T came up with the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. So initially he didn't negotiate a lucrative deal. So that's why now you have Pusha T making rap songs with Arby's, violating things like the McRib and the fillet of fish. He actually did battle rap songs from Arby's against those sandwiches, and now he's going against McDonald's. And I think with Arby's, he also arranged. It might be a small deal, but I think it's 1% of sales of Arby's worldwide. So across the planet, if they sell anything, and they probably do, even without making a bunch of money, $1 billion a day, right? Because that's how fast food restaurants make money, right? And we're talking about across the planet, not just in America. So he gives 1% of sales per year. Oof. If they do $1 billion a year, that's still $10 million. Right?
Oh, God.
There you go.
When you're looking at marketing, also you want things like, they say all publicity is good publicity, and that's very true.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's negative.
Yeah. Sometimes negative publicity can be the best. Let's look at Floyd Mayweather. People tuned into Floyd Mayweather because they wanted to see him lose, not because they liked him. I want to see him. I'm gonna get front row seats and see him lose. Me spend this $5,000 on these front. He won.
And then next thing you know, he wins. He's like,
look at Kim and Ray J when they made that tape years ago. What is Kim Kardashian's skill? What's her talent?
Nothing.
She had none. She had nothing. And
she's building a skill, but even then,
look at her sisters, her parents. They are making money.
They are making money.
Her sister, had a beauty product?
Billionaire.
Kris Jenner is doing she has a masterclass on personal branding. The mother, whoever the mother is.
I would take Chris Jenner's class on personal branding.
Oh yeah, I would take a class. Absolutely.
The results speak for themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's called pimping the daughter. What are we talking about here? You're gonna take a business class, right? Oh yeah, okay, sure, no problem.
I'm not gonna pimp my any of my family members, but I would take the class.
Don't worry, no.
I know her ex-husband shaking his grave right now. What the frick have you changed my name to?
I mean, they market that family to the point that, you know, it's like,
he was OJ's lawyer.
You say that name, like Kim Kardashian could come out and wear this outfit and they put it in Macy's the next week. I guarantee it was sold out.
But that's where I think that's where you want to get in marketing. Because marketing, you're letting people know you're out there, and then you're letting your product, business, service speak for itself. And those testimonials, referrals come in, and eventually. I think that companies like Coca-Cola and Nike and stuff, they still put out like tons of marketing, but you can get to a point where people are drawn to you, like they hear your name, they search for you, and then they're coming for you. So it's like but then you got to make sure that you can still provide a good service.
Exactly. Good
right?
service.
And not be overwhelmed. Like you have a coffee shop or something, and you only budgeted for like two workers on a Saturday night, and you get overwhelmed and people are frustrated. That could speak a lot. So I would say marketing is not just like the social media ads, flyers and stuff. It is word of, like, people, the customers are actually involved in the marketing process. And I think sometimes you forget that.
Oh yeah,
they are speaking. It's like constantly going.
Let me tell you a platform customers go to. Google My Business.
Yeah.
Reviews. Oh my! If I need to go somewhere, a hotel or anywhere, I go to Google and I type in. I look at the reviews. Man, if I see like at least 12 1-stars that is consistent, I'm like, that's not a good place to go. But if you have a good service, right?
My website has all 5-star reviews, but I let my website crash. But something NextGen that you said that makes a lot of sense, and you actually mentioned the brand Coca-Cola, which is globally the largest soda brand on the planet. And do you know that they spent last year $1 billion more than Pepsi on advertisement? Yet Coca-Cola, when you go to the store, right? If you're at a restaurant, what do you like to drink? Oh, give me a Coke. Oh, we have Pepsi. But it's just everybody just thinks about Coca-Cola, and it's just second thought. And they're still spending $1 billion more, obviously worldwide, on advertising than their closest competitor.
You know what? Because they recognize there's still a piece of the market to this day that they still want to get, or they still are reaching for. They have not given up. That's the all-star businesses. And a business like Nike, I think it was Nike. I think it was some big sports brand, Nike. What really impressed me is how like Nike, for at least for women's, like, clothing and gear and stuff, I saw how they sort of reached out and were targeting women from the Muslim community. Because I don't know if you noticed, right? Like, if they want to play soccer, like football, we say soccer, football, or go swimming, they have to cover their arms, they have to cover their hair. And I saw Nike roll out. That is a need. That was a need that somebody
fitting the culture image.
Somebody could have captured that. But Nike said, you know what? After all these years, we're just gonna go in there and meet their need. And now they cornered the market on that. They were still getting market share. They were still getting market share.
I'm telling you, you can just find something. There's always somebody that is not being served at the moment.
Exactly.
Somebody not being served.
You know what?
No matter what type of business it is. That's why I always encourage people, when you start a business and you're marketing, market to everybody.
Everybody.
There's this soul food place in Baltimore here, right? I don't know. Anytime I go in there, there's a lot of white people in there. I don't know how they do it, but then I start to figure it out. They have a white girl at the register, right? So I walked in there.
Oh wow!
Hi, welcome to town.
Right, she's there. This must be a good place to eat.
Yeah, 2 white girls in the front, and they picked a predominantly white neighborhood to set up their soul food location. And there's a lot of white people in there, man. I mean, one Friday, it was packed full of white people. I'm like, are you serious? Sometimes, and the thing is, the service was so great. The way they talk to you, the food they make, customer service, when you call to make an order, that's what people are attracted to. You know, I don't care if you're black or white. If your service is bad, I'm not giving you my money.
Exactly.
I am not. You know, I'm not a black business. I'm a black man who owns a business.
Yeah.
And I want to sell to everybody.
Right.
Money is green. That's all I care about.
Exactly. Exactly.
I sell to any. I'm a religious person. You know, I sell to. One time I did a training at an LGBT organization, right? I have my religious beliefs about what I believe. But when they called me and said they want me to come train them, I said, yeah, I'm gonna come. There's money. I'm not gonna turn that down.
Business is never personal, and we need to learn to separate the two. With that.